welcome back. Today we are playing Mario Kart. I was thinking of not putting a video, but it's Christmas, so why not? So I can't remember when we left off, so hopefully this is right. Soul didn't answer with words. His arms came up and gently held me back. Startled, I turned this into a hug. I tried to let him go, but he clung to me. She's surprised. Soul? Not yet. I know it's inappropriate, but can we stay like this a little bit longer? Little longer? Please? I didn't have the heart to reject him. In the end, I wasn't able to find Dion. I couldn't help digging. He really did have the ability to evaporate. I finished cooking dinner and went to help Lily set the table. Soul stepped in the dining room, looking frightfully exhausted. Prince Soul, you do not look good. Are you okay? Yes, I'm just tired. I didn't want to say anything, but after seeing him so tormented in sleep, I was really worried about him. It must have shown on my face because he walked to my side and placed a hand on my head. His finger slipped in my hair when his hand moved. Don't worry. I blinked at the sensation of Soul's hand and a reassuring statement, completely unprepared for it. But then he leaned close to whisper in my ear, "Thank you for earlier." The warmth of his breath clung to my skin. Thinking how close his lips were to my ear, I felt my heartbeat double its pace. All I could do was nod as a heat spread across my cheeks. Someone remembered that we weren't alone. I shifted my gaze to Lily. Shock on her face was not a secret. It was more than enough to return my senses. I stepped away from my soul, hoping my reaction didn't seem too unnatural. He's surprised. Soul's cheeks instantly darkened, and he withdrew his hand from his side. Sorry. Awkward silence filled the room. I hadn't expected Soul to do something like that with Lily standing nearby. It caught me so unaware that I couldn't think of it as a way to spin it. Like a saving grace, Dion sauntered into the room, whistling a small tune. I could have kissed him for such perfect timing. Dion! What's up? We've been looking all over for you. Where have you been? Offering a shrug and smirk, Dion dismissed my question. That's a secret. I sighed at its answer, but it did no good. Dion shifted attention from across the room with no doubt seeing the tension I failed to disperse. He raised a brow when his eyes fell back on me. What did I miss? I glanced at Lily and immediately felt a pang in my chest. She didn't lift her head. Nothing. Since you're here, I'll go ahead and finish dinner. Awkward. Couldn't even describe the strange smile on my face. I forced on my face before I escaped to the kitchen. But even as I disappeared, I still felt the heat of Soul's gaze on the back of my neck. La-vie-da. I know he watched as I left. Touching my fingertips over my lips, I closed my eyes and tried to make my heart slow down. Please, don't tell me I actually fell in love with the prince. It's not too bad to fall in love with him, but I guess it's bad for our case. I barely slept that night, fussing and worrying about this love triangle I foolishly stumbled into. I had to stop these feelings before the roots reached too far in my heart to weed out. Lily said she wouldn't be upset since we're friends, but I don't think it was fair that I pursued these feelings when I know how much she likes Soul. But I did not know what to do about this. Lily openly told me she wasn't going to confess her feelings, and it would be wrong of me to tell Soul how she feels. And Soul has no doubt to dance to notes on his own. I sighed, wandering the halls, which I had been doing since breakfast. Oh, Lady Aurora. Aura. A startled voice yanked me from my thoughts. I jumped away from Soul, who was walking down the hall in the opposite direction. A deep blush spread across his cheeks. My apologies, you seem so deep in thought. Do you have a problem? I tilted my head to the side, confused by Soul's shaken demeanor. He always seems so calm and collected about everything. It's unnerving because the shy he behaved, the more anxious I felt. Things were changing too quickly for me to keep up. Shaking my head a little, get my mind on track, I looked up at Soul. I was just wondering. Ooh, I'm picking this one. My question caught Soul a bit off balanced. He boggled me a moment, jade eyes wide with shock. You were deep in thought because of that? I shrugged, a little embarrassed by how amused he was. Just wondering. He tipped his head away, his hand near his mouth. His blush had receded, but a dust of pink remained. Actually, I have. Dun dun! Really? I stared at him with deep curiosity welling up. Yes. It was 7 years ago when Father brought me with him to the city for the first time, and it was not seeing so many things, but one caught my attention. I heard him continue. I sighed as I watched his sparkling eyes to dance all around him. So beautiful. I can almost remember it like it was yesterday. He closed his eyes and placed a hand on his breastbone. His smile completed his dreamy state. For the first time, I had this fluttery feeling in my chest. I may not have felt it before, but I'm sure it was love at first sight. So, what was this person like? Person? Soul opened his eyes, staring at me as if I had gone mad. I was talking about a beautiful dress that was displayed in a tailor shop window. Ah, of course. She's surprised. I gasped at him, lips parted in shock. For a moment, I thought the Soul was best actor on earth, but his genuine aura told me he was serious. He fell in love with a dress. Saying it slower did not make the idea sound any less strange. Soul didn't seem to notice, his smile unwavering. Indeed, poor Lily. How to think that her true rivals are actually dresses? How can she compete with that? Trying to return my original objection of disengaging from this love trial, I went for a more direct question. How about a person had you ever liked a girl before? And da-da, he's surprised. Saul didn't answer at first, his cheeks suddenly red. When he turned his face away, I saw an elegant angle of jar making my heart spiral out of control. I know it's so distracting, but why am I only reacting now? I do not act like myself when when I am with you. I was so distracted with my excited heartbeat that I missed Soul's reply. He was murmuring about something, but I couldn't quite understand it. What did you say? Nothing. And the awkward silence drifted between us. So appeared with about thoughtful about something, and was only too nervous to ask what. The truth is, I don't know what it feels like to be in love. He shifted his gaze back to me, the red on his cheeks suddenly deepened, seeming to deepen. I resisted the urge to look down, struggling to maintain my composure and not to assume anything, though perhaps I always fell in love with someone. A soft sigh followed Soul's confession, making it very hard to figure out what he meant. Who is he talking about? Really? Soul gazed at me for a moment, his jeweled eye glistening like the mid-afternoon sun streaming in from the window. I didn't realize how hot my cheeks were until Soul's cool fingers pressed against them, moving a stray lock of hair behind my ear. Soul sighed, his fingers lingering at my ear. I wonder. Before I could get my thoughts under control and say that something more than his name, Soul pulled his hand away and walked towards the window. Tell the truth, it doesn't matter. I doubt she will love me back. I tilted my head and very instinctively furrowed. Ignoring my flustered heartbeat, I tried again to figure out what Soul meant. Zoe wasn't shy about her feelings, but then Soul was dense about that sort of thing. Still, that last part bothered me. No matter who he meant, I didn't understand why he was coming up without even trying. Soul didn't seem like himself. What makes you say that, Soul? I stepped closer. sighing, still rested against the windowsill. Another perfect prince, you and Lady Lily keeps calling me. I act this way because it's my role. I'm sure that wouldn't change how Lily feels about it. I clasped my hand over my mouth, eyes open wide. That was the one thing I was not supposed to say. Before I tried and recover, Soul walked over at me. I always thought, but so sad. Something in his expression told me the truth. You knew, so why pretend that you don't? I cannot accept or reject your feelings for me. I cannot bear to hurt my friend. I didn't know what to say. I knew Lily wouldn't stop being Saul's friend, but it wasn't right to speak for her in this situation. Lady Lily's a great person. She deserves someone better than me. Saul. I wanted to say something reassuring to Saul, but my thoughts were confused. He said he didn't feel the same towards Lily. But if it's not Lily, was it some girl he knew in the past before the curse happened? Wondered now why Saul seemed so unhappy. He lost the girl he loved and thinks she wouldn't accept his feelings after all these years. When I looked up, saw his gaze drifting out the window. I am but a puppet with strings attached to his master. No matter how enjoy or love in this life, I have to live up to my father's expectations. I hesitated, surprised to hear Saul's admission. I've been here at the mansion for quite some time now, but this is the first time my Saul has lowered his guard with me. I wonder if I so be accepted, I bring down the perfect Kate I've been keeping up so long. So, not to be disrespectful, but your father isn't here anymore. Can't you be yourself again? Saul twisted at me, surprise lifting melancholy from his face for a moment. His shoulders slumped as he shook his head. The memories haunt me every night. I see him watching at my every move with a disappointed look whenever I mess up. It's paralyzing. A sharp pain dug in my chest. Seeing Saul like this was so hurt, so and vulnerable was sad and painful. My heart was not beating properly. This feeling wasn't good at all. So you see, Lady Aurora. Saul turned his body toward me and leaned against the window. I looked at him, I felt him looking at me. I'm not sure if he really saw me anymore. Even if I fall in love with someone, I was left with potential wives, thanks to my father. It's just my fate. Thought of Saul being with someone else he didn't have feeling left me uncomfortable and bothered. What bothered me was more than the thought of Saul with another girl. It's your own life, Saul. You should be allowed to live as you want. I blurted the statement out before Saul could say anything else. Oops. Oh well. Those beautiful green eyes stared at me like I lost my mind. Well, it's just, Aurora, what are you proposing is not so simple. If I was where I would done so already. I already tied, but I'll always be tied to my father's strings. Biting my lip and shaking one side, I spoke the first thing I thought of. I'm gonna stop it here, and I'll see you next episode. Bye bye.